quick. They want to limit your time, limit your time. But I got stuff to say. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, the Fort Calhoun sits in Nebraska and is by the Missouri River. All right. That place is flooding like crazy. The nuclear power plant is surrounded by floodwaters. The water is all the way up to the barricades, which are 6-foot high water dams, like sandbag filled, but these are filled with water, and they're supposed to be better than sandbags. Well, anyway, they got that draped around the place, and it's holding out. Last time I checked, which was a few days ago, they said we're only 2 feet away, 2 more feet in the river, and this stuff will overtop this little dam we got. Now, you know if that happens, it's just going to be like Fukushima in that the water will overtop and it'll flood. It'll short out everything, and then nothing will work. The pumps won't work, and the cooling waters won't get into the radiation things. And then these idiots have loose fuel rods just sitting outside in a little sarcophagus, in a little tomb thing. And it's just sitting outside chilling like, oh, it's okay to be outside at a nuclear plant. Oh, just let the nuclear rods just sit outside like it's cool. Outside, inside the sarcophagus, but yeah, outside. No, we need them in triple lock steel like they do the fiat currency money. Put it in a vault and put it deep underneath the earth or something. So when stupid crap like this happens, it won't kill everybody in the South and in the East. Yes, I'm getting to that, so just a moment. So here's what's going down. So they would say they would need about 2 more feet until it goes down. Well, guess what? They thought that the water was stabilizing, but guess what? Way, way, way high in a place called Saskatchewan. That's Canada, y'all. Saskatchewan. It's the province of Canada above North Dakota and South Dakota and Nebraska, which feeds the Missouri River. So why are we having so much problem with this flooding too? Because Canada doesn't want their place to flood. Well, great, Canada. Why don't you send the water down to the United States? Why don't you go ahead and do that? I had a customer. I work for a large national company where every day I get information from all over the country, and it comes to me, and I know about it before anybody else, even the news. I know about it. So we had an internal memo. Internal memo dated on June the 21st. And it said that there was going to, because there are extended periods of heavy rains in Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan has decided to, heavy rains and floods in Saskatchewan, they have decided, and the flood control dams that are right now at their maximum capacities. And because of all this extra flooding and melting and everything that they're having up there, Canada had decided they don't want their area to be flooded, so they're going to open their floodgates because of all the pressure that they're getting of all this water backed up by their dam. So they have to open the floodgates or they're going to flood up their area. Of course, Canada called the governor of North Dakota and told him, hey, the only reason we would do this is if we had to do it. So guess what? Water coming. So North Dakota is flooding. The city of Minot, North Dakota, let me see if I can help you, show you. Minot, North Dakota. It says right here, Minot, North Dakota, flood may be 3 feet above forecast. And yesterday, the 22nd, they just evacuated the city of Minot, North Dakota. Why? All this water that they released in Canada coming and overtopping their levees and dams and stuff like that. So that's North Dakota. So that water's coming. Just hit North Dakota. Where is it going? South Dakota. Once it hits and floods all those rivers in South Dakota, guess where it's going? Well, let's find out. It's going back to Fort Calhoun, which only needs 2 more feet before it's underwater and the nuclear junk spills out of it. Guess what, people in Nebraska? Run! Because guess why? Water cometh. This was on the 21st of June 21st where I got this memo and I read it and I was like, oh, well, I should say something. No, don't want to say nothing. Well, I'm going to say something now because it should be getting to you just in about a couple days because it does take a couple days for this water to run downhill. So it's going to run downhill and it's going to overflow that nuclear power plant. And then, guess what? All of the freaking... Here, let's go back to Fort Calhoun. Just so you know that I'm not playing. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. But I just put in all I did was go to Yahoo and put in Fort Calhoun nuclear and some stuff came up. So when the stories came up, it says, one of Nebraska's 2 nuclear plants, Fort Calhoun Station, north of Omaha, is surrounded by the Missouri River. So guess what? It's not going to be anymore surrounded because extra water cometh in large amounts because they opened the floodgates in Canada. It's going to happen, people. It's going to happen. They've already had electrical fires, knockouts, spent fuel, cooling, and Nebraska, and a nuclear release went into the air. So they had an alert, stage 4 alert there already from the little bit of water that they got. Can you imagine this extra water that they're getting? Now, if you think this is bad, it's not that bad compared to what it's going to be. Why? Because this. Let me go to another page. You say, oh, it's just flooding, and it just be right there in Nebraska. No, you're wrong. Why? Because look at this headline on CNN. It says, 6/9 of 11. Is Fort Peck Dam in danger of collapse again? Yes, it is. Why? Because all of the dams in Nebraska are already at full capacity. They already have the floodgates wide open. It goes from one dam, which floodgates are wide open, to the next dam, which floodgates is wide open, all the way down till it gets to the Mississippi, which is already inundated, and out through the Gulf of Mexico. So all the dams are already full as they can be with the floodgates wide open. Now here comes another torrent of water from Canada. It can't hold the capacity, people. Sheeple, wake up. You're about to die. Radiation all down your rivers, starting with the Missouri River, which collects into the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River collects into the Gulf Coast. So all this contaminated, radioactive water, if you live anywhere close to the Mississippi or the Missouri, where I think they connect is in St. Louis somewhere, anywhere near that, you're going to have radioactive water running down your city blocks. If it floods at all, it's going to go into your city. If not, it's just going to go through the river, but all that contamination is going to get on your shores. It got to. Or it's going to be running right through your city as a river going down to the Gulf. You know how these things work. Anyway, I got to hurry up because they're going to cut me off. So you think, that's bad. But what's worse, and what he was saying in his videos, he hears the webbot hears crashing water sounds or whatever. The crashing water sounds is, this report says Fort Peck is at the top of the levels over top of all of the rivers. If that dam, which is in danger of collapses, that means this water comes down to that dam, collapses that dam, and so on and so forth. And if the dams collapse, all those people are damned. Hello? Does it make sense to you now? Why is it important? Because everybody that this contaminated water runs through is going to be in trouble. And how about this? Obama and the rest of his administration, and yes, I said it, because he's whored himself out to the damn to the banksters. So Obama has have a complete news blackout. That's why people don't know that you're on the edge of death. You people, you sheeple better wake up. You clowns better wake up, because you're on the edge of death and you don't even know it. So if you live down south and by the Gulf, you better go. Go now. Get ready. Build your food systems up or something. Get ready. Put your bug out bag together, because it's about to be that time for you. If you live on the East Coast, you got a little bit more time, but we all know that this water collects up into the sky and rains down. So y'all in trouble too. Head north and then west. But don't go too west, because we're in a world of hurt too. Just stay somewhere in the mountains, okay? Or better yet, go down to the Caribbean or something. Or I don't know about that, because they might do something to flood over the islands or something. But our next escape is South America. If we allowed to go down there, they might not let us. They might want us to stay here and die, because they got to kill about 5.5 billion of us to get to their little perfect number that they want in the world, according to freaking Microsoft boss. At any rate, it's just super sad that these things are going on, and we're living in the end times. So what I want to say is, connect with us, and we'll go ahead and be a collective together and try to work together to survive this mess. But you need to work on your spirit, your soul. Get right with God, man, because this stuff is going down. And if you don't believe in God, you better, because He's gonna be one of the only ones to try to save you out of this mess or give you the information you need to save yourself. Anyway, this stuff is crazy, and I'm out.